The coolest thing about having a growth mindset is that failure is success. I know that that seems contradictory and paradoxical in any sense of the word, because, right, like how does failure equate to success? Well, because I'm somebody who has a growth mindset, I'm somebody who constantly pushes myself for better every single day. I look at my setbacks, and instead of wanting to punch my setbacks in the face and push them away, I smile with gratitude and I say thank you. Because for me, for people like me who have growth mindsets, we understand that our setbacks or our failures are actually our success stories. These are the things that we are able to communicate so proudly. We come to people, we're so excited about talking about, this didn't work out for me, but I know that if I do it this way instead, I could practically do almost that same thing, but this way instead, and I'll get my desired outcome. It's the beauty of having a growth mindset. You know, there's a fixed mindset where you think that things are the way that they are and they're going to be that way for the rest of your life, or you can have a growth mindset, which is basically self-explanatory. You don't think that your intelligence is fixed. You don't think that the way that you are as an individual is fixed. There's room for growth always, no matter what part of your life you're at. You always have that opportunity. But I wanted to share this story. This is honestly just kind of like an improv story because there's not really any kind of like base or like storyline to it. It's just me sharing my experiences, going through different things and wanting success so bad, but realizing all the while that even though I wanted success so bad, the success has always been the process in which I find myself climbing a mountain and then it's like I fall off of it. But at the same time, it's not failure because, of course, it's a metaphorical mountain. You know, these are different tasks, different journeys, different adventures that we have throughout our lives, things that we want to achieve. I think it's the best word to use. But people with a growth mindset, they'll look at that idea and be like, I did that wrong. I shouldn't have put my hand up there because that rock was loose. You know, let me climb that entire mountain again and then try to work around that rock and see if I can grab it from a different angle. That's what somebody with a growth mindset sounds like. Somebody with a fixed mindset would look at that and say, I'm not even meant to climb that mountain. I'm not even going to try it again. That's just not for me. I'm not meant to do that. That's the difference between a growth mindset and a fixed mindset. Just to briefly explain. But what I think is so cool about people with growth mindsets, because I've experienced this firsthand, as I've said, we learn the best lessons from our failures. We're right there at the tip of the cliff, and something happens that failure is the outcome. Now, as Nelson Mandela once said, one of the greatest mans to ever live, in my opinion, very, very influential. His quote really stuck with me. His quote goes, hold on a second, to think about it. There we go. Okay. His quote goes, I don't lose. I either win or learn. Now, that is magical. Because a lot of people look at losing or at, people look at these things wrong, in my opinion. I don't like to say that just, so bluntly, but like, honestly, the reason why people don't find themselves being so successful in life is because they look at their setbacks in the worst ways possible. They don't look at them and say, well, I could have done that better, and next time I'm going to approach it because I'm so excited to just excel at that. They totally break down and they look at all the negatives. They look at a car ticket as an accident, as a fender bender, as a T-bone. They look at a simple quiz, a simple pop quiz, as a final exam. You know, these are the differences, and these why these setbacks are so serious for them. Then the people with the growth mindsets, they look at these same things. They look at the parking ticket, and they say, I'm grateful for this experience. I'll be more mindful next time. Then with the exam, they say, I'm so grateful that I got this grade, because if I didn't, it wouldn't have made me realize that I need to understand this better. Then I'll go back and conquer that even better. Boom. This is the difference. If you want success in your life, you've got to learn to fail. You've got to learn to be able to pick yourself back up from the absolute worst and put yourself right back in the game, ready to make whatever necessary changes you did. As I was climbing that mountain, metaphorically of course, as I was climbing that mountain, instead of falling off and hitting the ground so hard that it hurt and it made me realize that climbing this mountain was not the right thing for me, that I was not meant to climb this mountain, that I'm not capable of climbing this mountain, that I don't have the potential to climb this mountain. Instead of that, if I want the success bad enough, I will microanalyze what went wrong. I will go back, I will climb the entire thing, and I'll be like, yeah, that point right there. Adjust that. If you want success, you'll do anything. Simple as that.